another edition of Senior Spotlights. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo, and joining me today from the men's baseball team is Erik Davis. Thank you for joining me today, Erik.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. First of all, Erik, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I'm from Black Creek, Georgia, a little community outside of Savannah. I am majoring in mechanical engineering. Hopefully I can go on and take over my dad's bridge building business with it.
Oh, wow.
So that would be awesome.
Is that back home?
Yeah, it is based back home, but he goes all over the country and works. It's pretty neat.
Okay, cool. And for you growing up, was it always just baseball playing?
It wasn't. I tried basketball really young, found out I was terrible at it.
Okay.
There's no touch, no feel. You just throw it up and just hard against the backboard every time.
We should figure that out.
Yeah, and then from there I played football because there's no touch. It's just all out, just hit whoever. So I did that all the way through high school, and then just decided that baseball was the sport I really loved.
Okay, and what position are you?
A pitcher.
Okay. So, in your opinion, what would you say is the most important quality of being a pitcher for your team?
Being competitive, really. Just going out there pitch by pitch and just not wanting to lose at all. Just beating or winning every pitch there is.
Okay. And how do you stay in the game if it's not going your way, if you're throwing a few balls here and there?
To just step off, take a deep breath, maybe say a few words underneath my breath that probably people don't need to hear, and then get back on the mound and get back after it.
Okay. Now, is there someone in your life who has kind of inspired you throughout your career playing or kept you level-headed?
Yes, my brother actually. In high school, our junior year, he was a starter ever since the sophomore year, and our junior year he actually tore his ACL, and so I think it was 6 or 7 months of recovery. I don't know, but it was a long time. And coming back, his senior year in spring practice, 2 days after being released to practice, he tore his other ACL.
Oh, wow.
And so that looked like he was going to be done for his senior year of football. And after another 6 months, he actually got released and played the last 6 games in our football season. And it was really awesome to see him come back after a full year of recovery. And it actually kind of was like the cherry on top whenever in the state championship game he intercepted the ball to kind of win the game for us. So that's someone who I look up to for just his determination and fight to get back on the field.
Very inspirational. All right, well, during your time here on the baseball team, what would you say has been one of your favorite memories thus far?
When we played Flagler, we beat him back-to-back, and after the first game, actually, TJ got a base hit and won the game, and we all just dogpiled him around in first base, and we were just throwing water everywhere, jump man, jump man, jump man, and it was just a crazy time, and then to come back right after that and do it all over again was just an awesome experience.
Okay. And what would you say are your expectations going into this season for your team?
To win it all. To be able to win the very last game and just be done with my career like that. It'd be an awesome feeling.
Okay. Now, win it all, have post-game meal. What would you choose for your team? No budget.
Well, I think I'd get Joe Marlowe to go out and kill a deer somewhere and just have a huge deer steaks, like 44-ounce deer steaks. Maybe get Cole Lee to cook up a pork tenderloin. He's very good at that. Be delicious. Get I think Chaz Powell's good with the Parmesan chicken, maybe. That would be great. And then have some side dishes, some asparagus, some scallops would be nice. I would enjoy that.
It's a very pricey post-game meal. I think they would like that. Okay, now during your time at Aiken, who would you say has influenced you aside from your coaching staff and teammates?
I've seen a lot of good things about our French teacher, but I would also have to say Dr. Freilich. She's just very, she's very young first off. She's 31, I think, but she has her life together. She's very smart and at the same time cool, and that's someone who I really look forward to and look up to.
Okay. And aside from baseball, what would you say is one of your favorite things to do in Aiken in your free time?
Well, I like to read, honestly. Aiken's such a awesome town to go out in, so there's a lot of reading. I'll play golf every now and then, although my roommates show me up. They play too much golf compared to me. But just maybe some Netflix, some,
favorite show on Netflix?
Favorite show. I have a lot of favorite shows. I like Prison Break, like Dexter. What's another? There was a good one on, but can't think of it right now. But Dexter was a top one for me.
Okay. And why do you wear the number you wear?
Well,
Is there reasoning?
honestly, I showed up here and they said this is the number you're going to wear,
Mm-hmm.
and so they gave it to me. I think the number's 25, honestly. I'm not sure what number I'm wearing right now. I think it was 30-something for the fall. I would like to wear 27.
Why is that?
It was just a number that I think I wore in high school and did really good for one game in. And I was like, well, that's the number I'm going to pick, honestly.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm sure you'll show up regardless of what number you're wearing. And lastly, during your time in Aiken, what would you say is one word to sum up your career?
Effervescent.
Can you define that, please?
Well, it's a bubbly nature, honestly. It was a word that actually Cole introduced to me. I always like to have these little fun facts, and Cole brought it to my attention, honestly, and kind of quizzed me on that. I think he was taking an Alka-Seltzer pill. So it kind of, it was just something we learned, you know. It's funny, we use it in every sentence we can.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me here today, and we wish you the best of luck going into your season.
Well, thank you very much.
That wraps up another edition of Senior Spotlights with Erik Davis. I'm your host, Caitlin Grasillo. Thank you for watching.